Hello everyone, I'm really excited to be here today talking to you about our first MōVI product. Now you guys have asked us for a while now to make some MōVI products, and we haven't been able to, but now finally here we are. We got our first MōVI product, and it is a MōVI Universal mount. Now this mount, it's a simple interface plate, if you will, that gives you a few options. So you can, if you want, mount it directly to the MōVI pan motor there, where normally the toad in the hole goes. And then basically our plate, on the other side of the plate, it gives you a few options. It gives you four quarter 20 bolts, which is what interfaces with the clamps on our ring, and also our Steadicam Armpost Adaptor. So now you can mount your MōVI directly onto a Steadicam Armpost or Steadicam arm using our Armpost adapter. So that's one really cool thing, and it interfaces with one of our other products. The other thing you can do is you can take your toad in the hole and mount it directly to the top of our plate, and therefore allowing you to still use your toad in the hole for a quick release, because you've already spent your money on this part, but still interface with our ring. So basically, the toad in the hole gives you a quick release scenario, and then you can mount the other side of the toad in the hole to the clamps that go on our ring. The other scenario is if you haven't bought a toad in the hole yet and you need a quick release device, what you can do now is, if you purchase the Ronin-m Universal mount, because our MōVI mount uses the 45-degree angle dovetail standard that the Ronin uses, you can use our Ronin-m Universal mount as a quick mount. So basically you would need to buy the MōVI mount and then the Ronin-m mount, or the larger Ronin mount if you want. And essentially now you have a quick release setup for your MōVI without having to buy the toad in the hole. So it's a great setup. It gives you a lot of options. It lets you interface with our other products. And I'm going to show you a few pictures right now so you understand, to go over what I just said, and so you understand exactly how one part can interact with the other part, and so that you're really clear on that. So here's everything laid out from left to right. We got our MōVI Universal mount. In the middle we got our Ronin Universal mount, and then the two parts on the right are of course the MōVI toad in the hole. So I'm going to show you how they all sort of can play together. So the bottom two pieces here are the toad in the hole, of course, and the middle piece there, without the logo, is our MōVI Universal mount. And of course you can see the toad in the hole can bolt into that, and therefore the clamps would be on the other side. And so you could then go to our Steadicam Armpost Adaptor and many other options, or as you can see, the MōVI Universal mount also slides into our Ronin mount. Quick look at it here, all assembled. Once again, from the bottom, our MōVI Universal mount, and then the toad in the hole, and then the quick release part of the toad in the hole at the top. So that's how you would connect the MōVI to our Universal mount. So here it is assembled on the Ronin ring. So basically you see we have our clamps there that screw into our MōVI mount, Universal mount, and then of course a toad in the hole that then bolts into that. And of course you can reverse that, of course, if you want to put the other side of the toad in the hole at the top, which of course what most people do. And therefore, our plate doesn't care which side of the toad in the hole you want to use. It's drilled out for both. And so here it is all together, bolted on and in action. Of course, you could just use, in this case, the toad in the hole to quick release off. And so here's a look at our MōVI Universal plate mounted directly to the top of the MōVI. And so as you can see, those holes going down the center, those are 1 inch on center, 3/8 and a quarter 20. So of course you can use this plate and to bolt directly onto a crane or a tripod plate or anything like that. So this is basically how it would work. You see there on the top you get the Ronin Universal plate, and on the bottom is the MōVI plate, and they interlock with each other, slide in and out via the dovetail. So let's just take a look here what that would look like on the MōVI. And so you can see there that basically we got the MōVI plate attached to the MōVI,
and then that is then sliding into our Ronin Universal mount, which is then attached to the clamps, which is attached to the handlebars on the ring. Or I should also point out that these clamps, on the other side of the clamps, could be the Steadicam Armpost Adaptor. So for a crane or a tripod mount, and if you don't have the toad in the hole and you're using our system as a quick release, it's really simple. So we got the Ronin mount on the top there, and then we got the MōVI universal plate attached directly to the top of the MōVI, and you see how they slide in and out of each other. So on the top there, we have a row of 1/4 and 3/8, 1 inch on center, and you can then attach any number of quick release plates. In this case, it's for my tripod. And once that tripod plate is on there, of course, it just clicks into the top of the tripod. And of course, you can just loosen the quick release mount, and the MōVI will then slide in and out of there, and maybe into the ring, or into a handlebar system, or anything else you might be using, like a drone. And lastly, I just wanted to talk about, of course, our Steadicam Armpost Adaptor. As you can see here, I got the MōVI mounted directly onto my arm. So let's go into a little bit how this works. So to start off, at the bottom there, we have our MōVI mounting plate, which then, in this case, we're interfacing with our Ronin mounting plate. And then the clamps that are part of the Steadicam Armpost Adapter when you buy it. And at the top there is the actual Armpost Adapter, which is available in many different sizes. So once you connect all this together, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, the universal plate allows you to quickly remove the Ronin on and off of it. And from there, of course, you can go on to different devices. So if you already have the toad in the hole, our MōVI mounted plate still works. So basically, from the bottom there, you see the two pieces that make up the toad in the hole. Then you see our MōVI mounting plate, which then can immediately connect to the Steadicam Armpost Adapter, which comes with those clamps. And so there you see it assembled there, all in one piece, the Armpost Adapter on the left there, and then the toad in the hole quick release plate, which you would then attach to the top of the MōVI. So let's take a look at what this would all look like.
Basically, you see here you have a great boom range. You can go pretty high, you can go pretty low, and of course you have a lot of fourth axis isolation. And so once again, instead of it being mounted to my body, it could also be mounted to a vehicle, in which case, you know, you can get some great footage off the vehicle like this. So just to recap, we got the Steadicam Armpost Adapter section available in different sizes, the clamps that go around your handlebar. In this case, I'm using our Ronin quick plate, our Ronin mount, to allow me to slide the gimbal off of this system quickly and easily and onto something else. But you could also use the toad in the hole at this point. And then lastly, the MōVI universal plate that we make, that then allows this to all play together. So basically, here you go. You have a MōVI mounted onto a Steadicam arm. Thanks a lot. I hope those pictures gave you a better idea on how one part interacts with the other one and the options you now have. And basically, I'm just going to show you here an example of what we did. So once again, if you do have a toad in the hole, you can mount that directly to our MōVI universal mount, which then attaches to the Ronin ring, or the Pro ring, and using the Ronin standard. And then what we did here is we took a ronin-m universal mount, the CM-003 part, and mounted it to a tripod. So this is a situation where if you haven't bought the toad in the hole, and you are looking for a MōVI quick release system, now you have it. So by using the ronin-m mount, we mounted that to the tripod, and then we put our MōVI mount, universal mount, on top. Now you can simply slide out of there, and you see here, here's the here is our MōVI universal mount, which has the 45-degree angle Ronin standard on the top. And since we have another one of our universal Ronin-m universal plates on here, you can simply slide into here. So essentially doing what you can do with the toad in the hole. right? So there you go. So now you got your MōVI mounted to our Pro ring. Now, of course, like I mentioned, alternatively, you can use your toad in the hole. So if you just take our MōVI plate, it bolts right to the clamps on the top of the tube, and then you could take your toad in the hole and mount it to that, and then you could click right in and then right into your other devices that use the toad in the hole quick release. So once again, just to reiterate, our mount can now interface with the MōVI standard, which is the toad in the hole quick release, or it can also at the same time interact and quick release in and out of the Ronin standard, the 45-degree angle dovetail. So you may have a cable cam that came with that standard, and so that way it allows you as a MōVI owner to quickly click in and out of, or slide in and out of, either a MōVI standard or a Ronin standard. It doesn't matter anymore because it's now it can work with both. So it's a truly universal system, and we hope you understand and you enjoy it. And it's $99, and it's available on our website right now, CineMilled.com.